Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Scorpio. This is a self-reflection reading. Now, if you're not aware of what the self-reflection readings are, if you've never been one with myself, the idea is every now and then we've got a bit of inner healing work to do, and we sometimes don't know where it is that we need to look. So this is a helpful nudge from Spirit on what we need to concentrate on healing. Now, it is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate for everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you don't find any message in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you may find a message in there. If you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you like hearing the messages, then don't forget to hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And you can press that notification bell and it will let you know whenever I do release more messages. All right, let's get into it then. So Spirit, can we get some more cards for Scorpio, please, for their self-reflection? Can we get one more, please, Spirit? Okay, so your overall energy, we've got the Chariot. So you are currently looking for some sort of successful move forward. You're very much happy to combine your heart and mind. They're going in one direction. You're very unified with what you want at the moment. You're very balanced. And yeah, you want a successful move forward into something successful. Obviously, it's successful. Now, how you're currently talking to yourself at the moment, we've got this Magician. Now, you're telling yourself that you're full of confidence, you want to be successful, you have got the skills to be successful, you have got the skills to manifest whatever you want, and you've got the confidence and the drive to do that. So let's get some clarification on this Magician. You're very much telling yourself at the moment that you can have whatever you want, which is great energy. Okay, so we've got, again, the Magician. So yeah, so you've got a Magician, clarifying that Magician, which is fantastic. We've got the Empress in the reverse, which is somebody that's lacking a little bit of confidence, which is a little bit odd. So maybe you're feeling a little bit indecisive over what you actually want to manifest. So you're telling yourself you can have whatever you want, but you're overwhelmed at how much you can have or what you want. You may have too many choices to make, and it is potentially overwhelming you, and you may be feeling a little bit ungrounded. It doesn't seem bad. It just feels like you're overwhelmed with what you can have at the moment, and you haven't decided what it is that you actually want. We do have an Ace of Wands. So it is suggesting you want some sort of passionate new start, or something that you're excited about and passionate about. You do want to start something new, and that is what you were trying to manifest for yourself with that Magician. But it could just be that it's a little bit overwhelming to manifest it. But yeah, you're very much telling yourself you can have everything you want at the moment, which is lovely. But you just feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed with that feeling as well. So just be careful with that, telling yourself that you're overwhelmed, or if you're feeling a bit disconnected, because it won't help with your manifestation. So do dig deep when you are trying to manifest things. Make sure you are connected as well. If you're not sure on how to do that, get yourself out into nature, maybe do some meditation, ground yourself, get your feet on the bare grass, If you're out on the beach, get it in the water, get your feet in the sand and get yourself grounded. Now, what you're hiding from yourself out of shame or fear, we have the Eight of Wands. So that's telling me that you're doing a lot of overthinking and you're stuck in your own head and you're feeling a little bit trapped. Now, why you're hiding that from yourself, I suppose I can understand why you'd be hiding it from yourself. If you're telling yourself that you can have anything you want and you want a new start and you're manifesting it, but you're disconnected at the same time, yeah, you're feeling stuck because you're disconnected from it and you're not actually manifesting anything, but you're hiding it. So you keep telling yourself that you are very much getting what you want, or you can have what you want, but then the fact that you're overwhelmed and disconnected means you're not actually getting it. So you're just feeling stuck. Let me get one more card, please, Spirit. Oh, we've got a flipper in here. What's that? Okay, so we have a Two of Cups. So some sort of happy union, that's what you're stuck on. Maybe you're obsessing over having that. Maybe you're ashamed that you haven't got it, or maybe you're scared of having it. Maybe you're scared of losing it. We have a Seven of Pentacles, so you are happy to wait for it, or I say happy, you could be scared of waiting for it. You could be ashamed that you haven't got it yet and you're still waiting for things to come to fruition. Maybe you've planted your seeds and you're waiting for that harvest to come through. And we do have the Hermit. So that's telling me, again, that you may be ashamed that you could be on your own at the moment. You could also be ashamed or scared of having to do some inner soul searching and some healing work, potentially. You could be scared of your own feelings. To me, it looks more like you are scared to be on your own. I'll be honest. I think that you are very much in your own head, thinking about things, and you're fearing being on your own. You may be scared of losing a relationship, or ashamed that you are considering losing a relationship. Maybe you're scared to be on your own, so you are just waiting for things to get better, and maybe you're ashamed that you're waiting for things to get better because it might not be where you want it at the moment. But like I say, you are telling yourself you can have everything that you possibly want. So that is something that you can manifest. You have got that belief. You just need to reconnect yourself. Now, what is available for you to help with your healing at the moment? We have this Ace of Swords. So learning your inner truth, finding out truth, communicating truths with people, whether that is with somebody you may already be connected to, or whether it is somebody new. It could just be talking to yourself and talking to yourself about your truths. It can also be cutting somebody out. That Ace of Swords is also generally somebody, you know, when you cut somebody out that no longer serves a purpose for you. Let's get some clarification on this. Ooh. Now, what I think you are going to have to cut out is possibly some immature energy. We have a Knight of Cups in the reverse. So somebody that doesn't know how to commit to another person very well, not really in connection with their feelings, doesn't know how to take it to the next stage of a relationship. We have the Knight of Swords. Now that's telling me that you're not in connection with your inner truths. You could potentially be manipulating certain situations, or maybe you're doing a little bit of lying. And it's telling me very much that this is something that you potentially need to cut out from yourself. This inability to take the next step, or the thought of not being able to take the next step in a relationship. Potentially lying to yourself as well. We do also have a Page of Swords. Now that's in the upright, so it is suggesting that you can find out that information, that you are able to learn what it is that your truths are. You are very much willing to learn that as well. You may even be doing a bit of soul searching, some inner investigation. It could be that you are trying to find information out about other people as well. It could be that you've got somebody else around you that is trying to help you find information out about yourself or about someone else. This is very much trying to cut out those negative energies and embracing the truth and finding information out and accepting that truth. Now, what you do need to release, we have this Knight of Wands energy. Now, that is in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the upright is very much somebody that's got a lot of passion and a lot of drive, goes for what they want and will get exactly what they want, and then a lot of the time they tend to run out of steam and energy. When it's in the reverse, they've already run out of steam and energy. So this is telling me that you need to release having a lack of energy. You need to release having a lack of drive. So something that you want, potentially because you've got this disconnection with the Empress, you're not actually moving towards what you want. So that's potentially why you're feeling stuck. Because yes, you're telling yourself you can manifest everything you want, but because of that disconnection with the Empress energy in the reverse, you're not actually able to move forward. So you're lacking the energy and the drive to do so. So you need to release that lack of energy and drive. Let's get some clarification on that. Okay, so we've got a 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's also wild behaviour, potentially instability, somebody that's not successful, somebody that doesn't really care about anything, not very good with money, not very, wild, like I say, just wild behaviour. So that needs to be released as well with the Knight of Pentacles energy. Along with that, we've got a 3 of Cups. So potentially if you're doing a lot of celebrating, a lot of partying, that's something that you need to release, because it's taking your energy away from what you actually want. We have a 7 of Wands, which is telling me that you're in a lot of conflict. You may be having to stand up for yourself, doing a lot of defending. So potentially, again, that's something you need to release, getting yourself out of that conflict, trying to avoid it completely. It could even be that that is something to do with this wild behaviour and potential partying that you're doing, that you may be having to defend yourself when you're doing all of that. And then we have an Ace of Pentacles, so an abundant new start. So it could be that you need to release trying to go for a new start for stability, or an abundant new start. Maybe it is something to do with your idea of what that could be, because here you need to accept the truths on a situation. So whatever this abundant new start is that you need to release could have something to do with maybe you're not seeing it for what your abundant new start should be. Maybe you think that, maybe you've come out of a relationship and you think your abundant new start is going to be to do with going partying and having a lot of friends and socializing and everything else, but you've actually lost the passion in it now, and you need to release what you've previously thought was an abundant new start for you, because the truth of the matter is actually not as abundant as you thought it was. Because let's face it, you're acting wild, you're losing money because you're out drinking or socializing, doing whatever it is you need to. You may, like I say, you may be going through a bit of conflict, having to stand up for yourself as well, possibly because of some wild behaviour, and it's definitely not as abundant as you think it would have been, and causing you to just lose energy a lot, because like I say, you're pouring your energy into a lot of other things. So you need to release what these are. You need to release the conflict, you need to release the wild behaviour, chasing things that you think are going to be abundant for you at the moment, new starts that potentially involve conflict, socializing. Release it, because it's not actually doing you any favors. It's not as abundant as you'd like it to be. What you do need to embrace, we've got a strength card coming out to the side. So you need to have a lot of strength and a lot of courage, potentially, to open yourself up and be vulnerable, which is a little bit conflicting, because the strength and courage is generally standing firm, being strong, being courageous, but the strength card, when it's in the reverse, can be being vulnerable, very much showing your vulnerability. And it does take a lot of strength to show vulnerability, a lot of inner strength to show that. It can be that you need to make sure that you're not letting your ego win out on things as well. But I'm pretty sure this is more to do with showing your emotions and letting your inner vulnerability come out, and having the strength to do that. And I think it's going to be quite hard. Crikey, that's a lot of cards that were hiding behind each other. Right, so to clarify this strength card then, we have got a 4 of Swords. So there is a need for some inner healing. There's a big need for some healing work to be done. Now this is healing for yourself. This is very much going within yourself to do a lot of healing. It could even be physical healing that you need to do. This is regaining your energy. So this Knight of Wands here, where you're releasing the fact that you've that you've lost all your energy. This here is you needing to regain energy. You need to do some healing to regain your energy. Okay, you need to heal whatever it is that this has caused, that conflict, that socializing. If you've caused yourself to have certain physical conditions because of a lot of overindulgence from all the socializing, you know, lack of stability, you need to start healing yourself from that. Something else you need to embrace, we do have the Three of Pentacles. That Three of Pentacles is telling me that you need to work with somebody else, potentially embrace the idea of working with other people to gain the skills that you need in order to be successful moving forward. Now, you've already got yourself telling yourself that you've got all the skills with this Magician, that you have got the skills that you need to move forward. This is telling me that you actually need to embrace other people to help you move forward as well. So whether that is something like a counsellor to help you with your inner feelings, whether this is a partner, whether these are actually just people from work, it is telling me you do need to collaborate with other people to be successful. We have a Four of Pentacles telling me that you do need to hold on to something. Now, I've got a feeling that that is something to do with stability, because you have got quite a few Pentacle cards out here as well. It could be that you need to hold on to certain things that you felt like you needed to release before, because here you've got that abundant new start that's not quite as abundant as you thought. This is potentially holding on to something from the past that was more abundant than your new abundant start. It could just be that you need to start building up your security again and getting yourself restable, and potentially working with other people to gain that stability back. We do have a Justice card in the upright, which is telling me that a decision needs to be made, and you need to make sure that you are making that decision in a fair and just way. It could be that a decision is being made about you, but you need to embrace the fact that it will be fair. So part of that Strength card could be making sure that you've got the courage that is needed to face that judgment that is coming out with this Justice card. Okay. We do also have a Tower in the reverse. That Tower card is suggesting to me that you are in the middle of a transformation. You may be holding on quite tightly to some sort of belief, but you do need to let that belief go. And I've got a feeling that that is something to do with this Strength card. Maybe you are holding on too tight to being brave and courageous and not showing your feelings. And you could very well be just trying to put on a brave face, front things out, trying to prove and pretend that you're being abundant and successful with all your partying and, you know, and everything else. It does suggest to me that you need to let that go. You need to embrace your vulnerability. You need to learn your lessons, embrace that tower coming down, so that you can actually transform yourself into a better person, and that you can have that transformation to raise your vibration, and you will have a better future if you manage to do that. Right, let's get you an Angel of Light card, and then we'll also get you Moonology and a Witch's Kitchen Oracle as well. Now, believe it or not, this is the second reading I've already done for you today, because the first one for some reason didn't want to upload. It's a shame. It had a very, to be fair, it was a very similar message. It very much talking very positive to yourself at the beginning. Anyway, yeah, it was lovely, to be fair. It was quite a nice inner healing one. This one wasn't too bad either. And very, very similar messages about feeling your emotions, to be completely honest with you. So, Angel of Light. So we've got choices. So choices. When you worry about decisions, it means your mind is trying to control your life, and that results in choices made. Sorry, I've not read this one before. So when you worry about decisions, it means that your mind is trying to control your life, and that results in choices made from your ego. Your angel guidance is to consider and evaluate all the options, then let go of your head and choose from your heart that which gives you the greatest joy and feels right. Do not act from foolish impulse, however, rather than divinely prompted inspiration. Make choices for the highest good. Remember that if something is not for your highest good, it is certainly not for the highest good of those around you. So let go of false feelings of responsibility for others and choose with wisdom. Become still and attune your soul. Ask your angels for guidance and help. Then from your point of deep inner stillness, make your choices easily and spontaneously. Your affirmation: I choose for my highest good. Let's get you some Moonology cards. Now, I'm not sure when these moon phases are, so if you are looking for timings, you may want to Google them when I've read them, because I couldn't tell you when they are, I'm not going to lie. I think we may have just had a moon in Capricorn. I don't know. I'm sure I've heard another tarot reader say that, but other than that, I couldn't tell you anything. Pretty sure we've got another full moon coming up very soon. I say that, I'm pretty sure it might be in 2 weeks' time. We might be in the middle of a new moon, or just about to have a new moon, not sure. Right, anyway, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Emotions are running high, supermoon, and believe in the impossible, blue moon. There was one of those on my birthday last year, blue moon. I think it was the end of August. Obviously it was, because it was my birthday. Pretty sure it was it super blue moon at the end of August last year? Right, so your Witch's Kitchen Oracle then. We've got Rosemary Memories. So let's get the card for that. Rosemary. Okay, so echoes of your distant past sound all around you when you find me growing nearby. Remembering those special moments remind you of who you have been and how far you have come. Messages from long ago evoke sweet recollections that play out as visions in your imagination and embrace your heart with warm feelings of memorable love. However, old memories that haunt your dreams and invade your thoughts remind you of the darker times you'd rather forget. Hold me in meditation or spend time with me in the kitchen, for my purification properties will dislodge the heavy and unpleasant energies that have been hanging around of late. Use the cleansing smoke of my dried leaves or add a strong infusion to the bath to banish toxic vibes. For I am a powerful energetic purifier. The magic of how you once felt will return as you transcend forward into your journey, or into your destiny, sorry. Right, yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading, Scorpio. If you did like it, don't forget to press that thumbs up button and help pass it on to somebody else that needs to hear it. Yeah, good luck with your self-reflection. I hope you found something useful in that reading for yourself. Yeah, good luck, and thank you for joining me.